When you find an article to use in your research, how do you determine if it is from a peer-reviewed journal? Many professors will assign papers and research projects that require you to find and use only articles from peer-reviewed journals. There are essentially two ways to determine if an article is from a peer-reviewed journal. First, when you search by topic in a library database, you often have the option to limit your results to just articles from peer-reviewed journals. When you start a search in a database, look for this option. In EBSCOhost databases, such as Academic Search Premier, look for the words Scholarly Peer-Reviewed Journals and place a check mark next to this option. In ProQuest databases, such as ProQuest Research Library, look for the words peer-reviewed under the main search box and place a check mark next to that option. Some library databases, like PubMed, a major medical literature database, and ScienceDirect, a major science literature database, only index peer-reviewed journals. If you are uncertain if a specific database you are using has an option to search only peer-reviewed journals, or that the database only indexes peer-reviewed journals, call the university libraries and we can help you with that. Sometimes you find a citation in the bibliography of an article, or you are given an article citation by a professor, or you might even find an article through Google Scholar. In this case, you cannot simply click on a button to know if the article comes from a peer-reviewed journal. To find out if the article you have is from a peer-reviewed journal, first jot down the title of the journal. Then use the database Ulrich's Web to search for the journal and find out if it is a peer-reviewed journal. Ulrich's Web is a library database that does not index journal articles. Instead, Ulrich's Web is a database that just gives you information about journals, such as the publisher, when the journal started, if the journal is in English or another language, and more. Ulrich's Web will also indicate whether or not a journal is peer-reviewed. So, if I found this article, and I need to know if it came from a peer-reviewed journal, I would take note of the journal name and look up the journal name in Ulrich's Web. I find records for 3 titles that are a match to the Journal of Sex Research. This is all the same journal, but each listing indicates a different format of the journal: print, online, and microform. What I need to look for is the black and white symbol. Remember that peer review is also sometimes called juried or refereed. This symbol is supposed to look like a referee's jersey, and if this symbol is present, I know that the journal is peer-reviewed. So whether searching in a library database for articles or finding articles in other ways, I am always able to tell if the article comes from a peer-reviewed journal.